crossed our necks just lugging them back. And you wanted to search the clearing too?
Calm down. Sorry, Lona. Not a good time. We're not open for business right now.
So why don't you get the fuck out of here? And shut the door on your way out.
We're not open for business, but we can chat. Keep it short. You can see what's going on here.
I'm looking for the doctor. I heard you might know where to find him.
You too? Are you working with the mercs, you son of a bitch? Answer me!
Put the gun down. Now. And you, Loner. Why are you so interested in the doctor?
I'm looking for Strelok. The doctor knows where to find him.
I don't know why you need Strelok, but finding the doctor ain't exactly a walk in the park either. No one knows where the doctor lives. All we know is he helps the wounded, both human and mutant. He saved my life some 5 years ago.
Why didn't your buddy, the doctor, step in for Gray, huh? Too busy stitching a tentacle back to a bloodsucker's ass. Or are we hunters worse than mutants?
If he didn't help, he couldn't. Or didn't want to. Or maybe the mercs got to him first.
Are these mercs looking for the doctor too?
They swung by the other day, asking where the doctor was at, where he was last seen. Throwing money around, so I told them as much as I could. If I'd known what would come of it, I'd have shut my fucking trap, as Hornet would say.
Tell me more about the doctor.
Want me to do a little dance for you while I'm at it? Everybody's got questions about him. First the mercs, now the loners.
It can get much worse. The doctor is a legend around here. Nobody really knows where he's holed up. But if you're injured, he'll track you down and lend a hand. Well, at least he used to.
I'm telling you, it was the doctor. We've been hunting his pets. That's why he came after us.
You're an idiot, Hornet. The doctor saved my ass once. And I've been in the hunting business around here for a solid decade.
So you've seen the doctor?
Just like I see right now. Except I had a hole in my gut, so the memory's a little hazy. I saw a shadowy figure, and then I woke up in the clearing. My wound was all cleaned and patched up. And my radio was even charged. The guy said I was missing for a week. So don't pay attention to Hornet. The doctor never hurt anyone. He's all about helping folks.
What are you guys doing here anyway?
Breeding fleshes for a stew. We're hunting, what else? We can't all go anomaly diving and playing detective. Sometimes scientists cut us a check for some mutants, or freedom tosses us a job. Life's pretty decent here. Or at least it used to be. I used to feel at home in these woods. But now, it's like I'm locked up all over again. Like that one time back in Garbage. Enemies everywhere, nowhere to run.
Well, find them.
Or they'll find us first. Just like Gray.
So where should I start looking for him?
Gray was gonna stake out a place where the doctor was spotted before. It was a while ago, but I don't have any other leads. If it was those mercs, maybe they left something behind.
So that's why you've been chattering away for 2 hours straight? Huh? You're thinking of sending Loner to snoop around the clearing?
You're after the doctor, Stalker, and I'm looking for the bastards who did Gray in. Why don't we lend each other a hand?
Don't listen to him, Loner. 2 fellows took on McClure's job. Gray and a new guy. You can see what's left of him. Something's fishy. If you go after them, you might not make it back either.
Thanks for the help. And the heads up.
If those mercs were behind it, watch your step out there. And if it wasn't them, be even more careful.
Better yet, get out of here while you still can. Before it gets worse.
I heard
Get over here,
something.
you pussy!
Something's not right. I know you're here somewhere.
Please,
Bad timing, man.
Something's not right.
please, help!
No
Bad timing, man.
Please, help!
I know you're here somewhere.
Chill, boys.
I smell bush.
Please,
I heard something.
I know you're here somewhere.
Dead man! Arkip! Can you hear me? Arkip! It's Gray! Fucking anomaly! Tundra got shot! We just set up shop right where the doctor was spotted. I figured if we saw him, we'd hand him over to the mercs. Now Tundra's guts are hanging out! I couldn't even see where the shot came from! Could have been anywhere! Tundra's a dead man walking! You gotta tell her! Please, dog!
Normally blocks the signal. Don't come out, Doctor. Wherever you are, don't come out. Those mercenaries are searching for you. I saw them near the village.
Stalker, what are you doing here? Ah, it hurts.
I'm looking for the mercs who killed the hunters.
We're the mercs, but we didn't kill anybody. We were sent here to track down the doctor. I told Wolfhound not to take the job. We don't even know the client. I figured we'd be safe here, with all these anomalies and radiation around. But he just plowed right through, you know? The Geiger's off the charts, and he's just strolling around.
Who are you working for?
I have no idea. Nobody's ever seen the guy, and his jobs always turn out bad. He sent my pal to Wild Island after Circa went kaboom. Never heard from him again. We should never have taken this job. Bad call.
What's with the radio?
That's our signal. When it's blasting at full volume, it means trouble. Make a run for it and don't look back.
But what if someone follows the sound back here?
Bring 'em on. I'm as good as gone already, as you can see. At least I can give the guys a fighting chance.
Who is he?
The doctor! It was him! He's the one who took out those hunters, then came gunning for us. He knew we were onto him. I couldn't do anything. He dropped 2 of our guys with a sniper rifle. Bang! Bang! Gone! And then he walked right through the radiation. I put 2 rounds in him, and the guy didn't even blink. Next thing I knew, he was right up in my face, point blank. I've used up all my medkits. I'm not gonna make it, am I?
Here. Take this. It'll help.
Thanks, Lona. I hope the guys get back soon.
Alpha team, we've tracked him down to the cemetery. We need backup ASAP. I repeat, everyone, get your asses over here.
He's about to off them all. You gotta help him, Stalker. He's gonna wipe them all out.
We got that scumbag. Did anyone catch where he went? I'm forwarding the coordinates to the client. Watch my back. Commander, there's someone else trying to flank us. Take them all down. Must be a grateful patient coming to the rescue.
kill them by choice. The monolith guided him to hunt me with live bait. And I won't let you finish him. Enough deaths.
So, it was him who killed the mercenaries and hunters.
But they were bait. A way to catch my attention.
But you hadn't helped them.
How many lives can a dead doctor save? Sometimes you need to make small sacrifices. Save more lives later.
Is he going to make it?
I've treated worse injuries. Even on monolithians. Especially on monolithians.
He spilled a lot of blood to get here. His own. And other people's.
So did you, I imagine. I'm aware of what he's done.
So, this is what the real doctor looks like.
Do you know
Strider. His name's Strider.
that's a good name. An honest name.
I'm looking for any information about Strelok. I know you two have some history. You think there's still a chance to help him?
But not us. I've marked a former monolithian hospital on your PDA. If they've tapped into the old stashes, you might find a regenerator there. Along with the monolithians themselves, of course. I'd ask you to spare the wounded. Alive. It's your call, Stalker.
A regenerator. What's that?
Consciousness. It helps the monolithians to heal even the most grievous injuries and get radiation out of their bodies faster. Unfortunately, it only works on those who lack resistance to external control, being completely stripped of the secret. Trading one's freedom for the chance to wander through the CNPP during an emission is a devil's bargain. But no one asked their opinion on the matter.
I've heard that you treat both humans and mutants. Why?
Because none of them are responsible for what's going on here. Not the Stalkers, not the mutants, not even the monolithians. And also because everyone has to pay their dues someday.
Why are you so concerned about his life?
Because it's the only thing we truly possess. No matter how bad we believe it to be. Now go. Don't waste any more time.
What the?
Bless me with safe passage. On it. to cover. Hit the enemy.
Under the dome and head to the basement. Waiting for you there.
How long did you know each other?
Not long. I met him on Wild Island, back when he was still human.
He was someone who had everything taken away from him. His past, his ability to fight back, even his name. We go to great lengths to cover up our mistakes.
What do you mean, Doctor?
After years of work, a group of scientists managed to tap into the noosphere, the Earth's informational field, an achievement comparable at best to the conquest of space. It was a turning point not just for science, but for the fates of the human race. However, as with all people, each of my colleagues was truly interested in only one person: himself. They began to dream of worldwide fame, of laurels crowning their bald, shiny heads. Naturally, the truth couldn't come out about secret laboratories, brutal experiments, and other such dubious undertakings. It was out of the question. And so, they all got carried away with their dream of our perfect world. You know how the saying goes, great minds think alike, though fools seldom differ. And lo and behold, what do we have decades later? The Zone, in our image, after our likeness.
You were there, right? For the Sea Consciousness Project?
I was once as deluded as they were, but my doubts soon outweighed their confidence. And so when the experiment took place, one of the pods was left empty. The eighth one, or rather, the first, Dr. Kaimanov's pod. My pod. And so you've solved yet another mystery of the Zone, Stalker. Perhaps the most unsettling one. Dr. Kaimanov. Pleased to meet you.
There was an eighth pod.
The human brain is too frail to handle a direct connection to the noosphere on its own. In order for it to work, we required 8 participants in pods filled with a specific solution. I was supposed to be in one of those pods, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Valentine reproached me for my lack of courage. But given how things turned out, I was actually too daring. In the end, what we got wasn't control over the noosphere, but rather the Zone itself. The lesser of two evils, if you ask me.
Thanks for your help. Whatever happened to life is the only thing we truly possess.
Frankly, choosing between the two of you wasn't easy. Wasn't my first time, but it only gets harder over the years. But if you don't make the choice, someone else will make it for you. And it usually ends up being worse. I'm not fond of thinking for others or giving advice, but I get the feeling Strider would approve of the choice I made, however strange it might sound.
The scientists you mentioned, Sea Consciousness, they're still alive.
No, that can't be. Strelok dealt with them back in 2012.
I spoke to the representative through the Visiograph in Malachite. They still exist in some kind of form he called subtle matter.
Subtle matter? But that's impossible! That means it's still going on.
Why did you refuse to get in the pod?
Because I've always held on to my belief in humanity. My colleagues, on the other hand, advocated for fixing it through the noosphere, purging it of darkness. How could I consent to such a notion? How could I permit them to rob all of humanity, not just of its ability to act freely, but even to think independently? Everything dark and light about us is a result of our own choices. The Zone was born in a place of tragedy and horrific experiments, but I believe in a different zone. A zone open to everyone.
A zone open to everyone? That sounds kind of dangerous.
That's because it's the only way you see it. Frightened and caged, born amid evil and violence. What else could the Zone have evolved into? In a place where both humans and nature are nothing more than test subjects. If it had been born into freedom, like Tiger, it might have evolved differently, into a zone of creation rather than destruction. And then we might have become different too. We always had the ability to overcome the circumstances. Access to the noosphere would have made us better, even if it meant a rough start. Understanding and forgiving each other is a difficult endeavor.
So, you were the one who created the Zone?
Me? No, certainly not. The Zone created itself. I merely facilitated its emergence. Although my colleagues and I had different expectations for the outcome of our experiment. You see these blind dogs? I've been trying to tame them for years, but they were born in a lab where they've known nothing but pain and fear. But Tiger here found me on his own. He just came out of the woods one day and tried to steal a sausage. He was born free and had the freedom to make his own choices, you see. The Zone is our collective offspring, but all we've imparted to it is suffering and sorrow. It doesn't know any other way. Maybe we're the same.
What do you know about subtle matter?
It was a theory developed by Valentine Darlin, the leader of sea consciousness. Apparently, he's now become the image of the representative. Back in the day, he ridiculed my calculations regarding the existence of the noosphere, while I firmly believed that subtle matter was unscientific. In the end, I turned out to be right. But if he was also close to the truth, that changes everything. According to his theory, subtle matter can preserve a reflection of a person's mind, their personality. If you're implying the representative is real, that means they actually succeeded.
Before me, Strelok was the only one who'd spoken to the representative. That was back in 2012, before Sea Consciousness died. Strelok managed to reach the center of the Zone and return unscathed.
Then Strelok probably knows more about subtle matter than I do, along with the sea technologies that Sea Consciousness has mastered during their 6 years of frenetic activity. Chances are, he's still researching it to this day.
That's why I'm looking for Strelok. Word is he's back in the Zone.
I haven't seen him in quite some time. Maybe that's for the best. Our perspectives on the Zone have probably developed quite differently over the years. If your information is correct, I doubt he's ventured too far from the cordon. Men like him tend to develop a deep attachment to a place they regard as their own and refuse to let go.
I want to find out if subtle matter is real. Things like this shouldn't be left to blind faith.
The scientific method isn't just about the experiment. It's about being able to replicate it. And I happen to know how to test a few of my hunches. If only Valentine could see me now. Well, perhaps he can. We tried to connect to the noosphere as an experiment in the Orbita underground lab. Back then, I saw nothing like the afterlife. But now, with the zone, I think the truth is worth taking a risk. But first, you need to get the cartridge from the signature station in a different lab, X3, near the cordon. It's been 20 years, so the entrances I knew of are long destroyed, but stalkers always find a way. Talk to Sidorovich, he's in charge of the cordon, and could have heard some stories about X3. I'll send you the code to the cartridge slot. Take it, and head to Orbita. Good luck.
Oh, a new face? Come here. I'll pour you a drink on the house. In exchange for some cash, of course. Sup, bro? Just so you know, this is a classy establishment, so we kindly ask you to take any disputes to the arena.
What's the arena?
It's an awesome place to blow off some steam and earn some green. It's all about no-holds-barred brawls, bro. If you survive, you make bank. If you lose, Arnie'll give you a sweet funeral.
How do I sign up? What do I get for winning?
Talk to Arnie if you want to sign up. He'll get you in the ring in no time. As for the reward, it's the usual. Respect, fame, and coupons. And free booze from yours truly, if you really dazzle me.
Beer with vodka in it.
Respect. Maybe you'd like something with a little more kick to it. How about a hit? Stay safe, bro. And don't be a...
What not? Bye-bye.
Ah, fresh meat in search of fame and fortune. You'll get it all, my friend. If you survive, that is. So, your first fight is 2-on-2. No self-respecting gambler would bet on a match like this, but it's a way for me to see what you can do. Here's the deal. I assign you a partner, and you two face off against another pair of guys like you. Except they're a couple of greedy dipshits. Sound good?
Who's gonna be my partner?
I don't know, and I don't care. I'm not interested in any of your credentials as long as you can paint my arena red. The rest is up to you and Lady Luck. Who knows? You might even knock Tyrant off his throne. The job's simple. You mow down stalkers, you make fat stacks of coupons.
Well said. Let's go.
Then go. Kick their asses or wind up dog food. It's all up to you. And your gun to Weezer. He'll provide you with a weapon. You can't bring your own, either to my arena or Ganja's bar.
First time, eh? Well, if you're lucky, it won't be your last. Now, hand me your shit.
Okay, here. What do I get in return?
Don't worry. I won't let you go out there empty-handed. That's not the kind of spectacle we want. You'll find some gear in the locker by the entrance. Everybody gets the same stuff. Leave your gear with me. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on it. Or, if you die, we'll just keep it. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a hell of a racket. See? All your bitching was for nothing. That's a good gun I gave you. I'll take it back now, by the way.
Your gun is shit. You don't take proper care of it.
You ain't earned a better one yet, boyo. Keep up the good work and we'll see. Maybe you'll get a decent piece one day.
Take it. Where's mine?
In the locker by the stairs, safe and sound. Talk to Arnie to collect your reward.
One win doesn't mean anything. You're still just a piece of meat. Maybe not quite as rotten as you seemed at first. My bet was on Walter, by the way. Good thing it wasn't a big bet. He went down too fast. Not much of a show. Howdy. The guys... Don't be a stranger. I see the audience gave you quite the warm welcome. Then I can put you up against a few of our little mutant friends. The odds are 10 to 1 at the moment. Not in your favor, of course.
Mutants. Whatever. I'd bet on me this time.
Yeah? I've heard that one before. The last guy who told me that got eaten by boars. There wasn't enough left of him to fill a trash can. So, best of luck.
You know the drill.
Will you at least give me
a better one than... But the gun... Off you go.
So, Comrade Janitor, are you ready to clean the pants? You'll be meeting some zone fauna today, so be gentle.
to like your style, man. You certainly know how to handle a weapon. Just don't get too cocky. Here in the arena, you never know when you... Now hand over the gun.
Not bad. Here's your coupon.
Well, well. Just like old times. The zone's freaking out. The monolithians shoot whatever they see, and stalkers are jumping at their own shadows. But none of it affects business. It just keeps getting better and better.
Do you have any special jobs for me? With the appropriate remuneration, of course.
As a matter of fact, I do. There's one cocky bastard. Goes by Wisp. Apparently he thinks he is the boss here. Poaching my rookies, trying to contact my suppliers. Right under my nose, too, as if I'm a goddamn statue or something. This rat is too clever for his own good. He'll end up with his hat smashed, like all rats do. I want you to see to it.
So you're just gonna off the guy? Have you tried talking some sense into him?
Oh, never thought of it. Thank you for your valuable advice, Stalker. That solves it. Let me spell it out for you. It is him who should have talked to me before making himself at home in my village. In that case, he would have had a chance. So, P-score, are you taking this job or not?
I'm in. Where do I find this Wisp?
Start at the pig farm. They say he hangs out there. Find out what he's up to, and then smash him! Sounds right? Off you go. You are alive, you lucky dog.
Do you have any work for me?
I can toss a few jobs your way, sure. Take your pick. Well, what you waiting for? So here's the deal. I've got this order from some folks on the mainland. They're looking for an artifact. I don't know why the hell they need it, but they're offering some serious cash for it. I mean, we're talking big hryvnia here. So anyway, get me the artifact, and I'll make sure you'll be rewarded.
All right, I'm in.
Deal. And no funny business, all right? You are alive, you lucky dog.
I need to get to X3. Do you know where it is?
I am busting my ass, trying to find it, and you waltz in here expecting me to serve it to you on a silver platter? How the hell did you get word of it?
The doctor told me about it.
You're quite a well-connected stalker. If it's the doctor himself, those rumors must be true after all. All right, let's cut to the chase. I don't give a damn why the hell you want X3. But since we're both in the know now, how about a little swap? I'll tell you what I know, and you do me a favor. Deal?
What do you want me to do?
I need you to retrieve a package for me. Some thugs off to the courier who was supposed to bring it to me. My men found him dead, and the package was missing. I really don't like folks sticking their ugly noses in my business. Do you catch my drift?
Is there something of value in that package?
I am not interested in cheap junk. Return the package and I'll make sure it's worth your while.
Who are these thugs? How many and what guns are they carrying?
Some douchebags from garbage, I guess. Looks like they figured they could wait out Monolith at my cordon. But they forgot one thing. In the zone, you can get killed anywhere, especially if you rain on your host's parade.
Okay, I'll get your delivery back. Where did your people find the courier again?
Not far from here, near the old vehicle station. Just make sure the package gets here in one piece. As for the bandits, do whatever you want. If you take them out, I might even add a tip.
So quiet this time, Skiff. My men have had you in their crosshairs for a while. You want to talk? Back at the commissary, we managed to part on good terms. Maybe we can do that again. Come on in. Keep your cool, and the guys will let you pass. You have my word.
Looks like we can kiss the dough goodbye, bro. I told you. Never take a gig unless they pay up front.
Present arms.
Don't worry, the clock's ticking.
Damn, man.
Where'd you dig this thing up?
You'll end up with a bullet in your dome if this thing jams in a fight. Clean it up. You've got the whole arsenal tonight. And if I spot even one speck of dust... What a dumbass. Zero discipline. And I can't say I'm thrilled to see you either, Skiff. I know your type. Wherever you go, death follows.
Watch it. Watch it.
Well, whose pretty little toes have I stepped on this time? I doubt you're here to catch up with an old friend.
You crossed Sidorovich, and he's not happy.
Fuck. I had a hunch that courier job was fishy. But, you know, in times like these, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive.
Who tipped you off about the courier?
I couldn't care less about names these days, Skiff. Only coupons. And that was one sweet gig. Yeah, I shoved my ethics up my ass. Imagine that. And I don't regret it one bit. Besides, I owe it to my guys. They didn't ditch me at the commissary when I was down. They might be no different from rodents, but I'm just like them now. At least I'm alive.
How did you end up here? A stick-up? Sounds too petty for someone like you.
I had to move here. It was the will of the fucking monolith. You have no idea what those whack jobs did at Garbage. We ain't even human beings to them, Skiff. We're We're just filthy rodents that need a bullet or a boot to get out of their way.
I need the cargo that Sidorovic's courier had with him, Roosevelt.
Sure, I'll hand it over. On one condition. The last thing I need right now is a war with Sidorovic. But after this, he'll probably shoot me on sight. However, he might be willing to talk about our fate with you.
Fair enough. Hand me the package and I'll pass your apology on to Sidorovic.
Here. You sort it out with him, and I'll owe you one. You have my word.
You are alive, you lucky dog.
If you're expecting Moose, he won't be coming. As for Leech, well, you don't have to worry about him either.
All right. Take this for your trouble. And keep it under your hat, okay?
You were looking for a package. I got it. Now tell me everything you know about X3.
I knew a stalker once called the Marked One. Much like you, he jumped into all kinds of risky gigs. No questions asked. A valuable and rare talent. Folks like that are where Zone legends come from. Guess I shouldn't ask what happened to the bandits, huh?
The bandits don't want to start a war with you. They said they didn't know the courier was yours, and they're hoping you'll understand.
They realized whose pie they stuck their fingers in, huh? Fine, they can leave. I'll find some use for those idiots. So, you want to hear about X3? All right, here's the scoop. Not long ago, a little birdie told me the swamps were swarming with folk looking for artifacts. All because someone found a way into an old base, proving the rumors right. The bald forest prick kept bragging about how business was booming. I was intrigued, so I started digging into our local goss. And the most interesting rumor I heard was about the Oasis, right here at the Cordon.
The Oasis? What's that?
A stalker's dream come true. A Klondike with more artifacts than you can shake a stick at. Imagine the opportunities if this legend happens to be the real deal.
What is the link between the Oasis and X3?
I've seen some documents where it was listed under the number 3. Oasis, 3, your ex, also 3. See where I'm going? We're looking for the same thing. Or at least, for something closely connected. Because according to those documents, the only way to the Oasis is through the abandoned laboratory. But here's the catch. We have the key to the door, the decoder you took from the bandits. But where is this door? Hell knows.
Who told you about the Oasis anyway?
Somebody who's got full of shit written all over his face. He was just messing with me. And when the time came to back it up, he vanished. Poof, gone for good.
Are you suggesting I find the entrance myself? Where?
Not just suggesting. If we are the only ones who know the way to the Oasis, that information could be worth a pretty penny. As for where, ask the locals. Someone might have heard more than I. Sometimes even campfire gossip ain't all bullshit.
I keep my word, too. Take these coordinates. Anything you find, it's all yours. Appreciate it.
The zone seems to have run out of mutants and anomalies. You know what I get in the infirmary every day now? Gunshot wounds. All my patients say they got shot by monolithians, which is strange. It's like they're everywhere all at once.
I'm interested in the old lab here at the Cordon. Maybe one of your patients said something about it?
They say all sorts of things, especially when the strong painkillers kick in. I've heard about the lab too. Just a few months back, Red got woozy after a shot and started babbling about embryos, test tubes, snort. Stay away from it, he kept saying. Man, that was quite a side effect. I even had to double the dose in his IV bag the next day. Messed him up pretty bad.
Red? Who's that?
Oh, he's a legend around here. I'm surprised you haven't heard of him. He saved Strelok himself back in the day, yanked him out of a death truck, barely alive, and dragged him over to Sidorovich. He can spin that tale for you himself. When he gets back, that is.
So, where's Red now?
He's got a schedule. 2 weeks out in the zone, then a couple of days here. You won't believe the stories he has to tell about his adventures. He's running late this time, though. Haven't seen him in about 3 weeks.
Hold on. You got a minute?
What if there wasn't any signal? What if Noontide was just pretending to be a bunch of hapless idiots, while waiting for a chance to seize control of the whole zone?
Have you heard anything about the old lab at the Cordon? Gossip? Rumors?
Well, a couple of years back, I got a weird order from a rookie. Wanted an electronic lockpick. He just got into the Cordon and stumbled across an unusual door. He said the lock was based on some kind of old electronics. Wanted my help unlocking the place or whatever.
Do you know where that stalker is now?
Nope. He took the lockpick and that was the last I saw of him. I reckon he's lying somewhere just on the other side of that door. When things go well, my customers usually come back.
Did he mention the location of the store?
I didn't bother to ask. Why would I risk my neck? Here in the zone, all you get behind doors like that is teeth and claws. Tried and tested.
Well, the situation is pretty much the same everywhere. Either folk are trying to shore up their defenses before a monolith arrives, or they are already a pile of corpses. So, I don't recommend going anywhere right now, unless you really have some place to be. And make sure you double your ammo before you go out. I won't be checking your ammo, of course, or giving you any of my own. Isn't it a pleasure?
I hear there was an old lab at the Cordon. I want to know more about it.
What's so special about that place? First that dark guy, now you. I'll give you the same advice I gave him. Stay away.
Dark? Who's that?
A seasoned stalker, by the looks of it.
But there was something rotten about him, if you ask me. He roped in some rookies with big promises, but never said a word about the actual deal. Then he had a long chat with Sidorovich. Judging from their sour mugs, they clearly didn't see eye to eye. In the end, I made it clear he'd overstayed his welcome. But if you're looking for this dark guy, here's the coordinates. You can figure out if he's a rat or my guts off.
Hey, a stalker. Got a minute? You want to hear a joke, man?
I'm all ears.
All right. So there's two stalkers. One vet. One rookie. How does it go again? Oh, yeah. The vet turns to the rookie and says, "You see that tree? Go over there, but real slow." The rookie's all jittery as he walks there, and then the vet yells, "Wait! What does he say? Hold on, I got this."
And the vet yells, "Ha!" So they were bullshitting me about the anomaly. And even I know that one. It's an oldie.
Oh, man. Look, Stalker, I'm trying to get in good with this group. We just ain't clicking. I'm sure you figured out why. Give me a hand, would you? How about this? I'll go over to the guys and you'll whisper a joke to me over the radio. You seem like you've been around the block. You probably know a ton of them.
You know, that's the last thing I expected to hear. You really think a joke's gonna make a difference?
Well, humor's a good way to break the ice with folks. It's not everything, sure, but one thing leads to another, and then I just might find someone to team up with. I'd rather have an awkward moment than end up dead in an anomaly because there was no one to get me out. That's my take on it anyway.
Sure. I got a couple of jokes up my sleeve. Let's give it a shot.
Great! Here's the plan. I'll go join the guys, and you head up to the attic by the fire. Once you're up there, we'll get in touch over the radio. Let's do this.
Looks like you've got some new competition. Wisp is dead. Newton's got him. I looked through his PDA, and there's a chat on it about a new trading post in the tunnel camp.
I knew it. Fine. Get to that fucking joint and kill everyone. I need to send a clear message. I'll triple your reward. You know, I keep thinking it's a good tunnel, easy to defend. But if they toss a grenade in here, it'll suck.
Who are you? What's your business here?
What's so important, Vovan? He's alone and I'm right here. So you want to talk, Stalker? Let's talk. Hey, Stalker. Looking for something? Should come back a little later. There'll be something to look at then. Did you catch my drift?
I heard you're setting up a store here.
I sure am. And how did you hear about it, if you don't mind my asking?
I saw Wisp's PDA. Took it from his dead body. Mutants got him at the pig farm.
Fuck me! Why did he go there alone? That's bad news. He was a good guy. He'll definitely be missed. Thanks for telling me. and for coming all this way.
That's not all. Sidorovich hired me to eliminate you. I'm not gonna do it, but he'll send someone else and he won't stop until it's done. So you should leave.
Damn! I knew that fat spider wouldn't leave us alone, but I never expected him to get to us so soon. Thanks for the warning, Stalker. Here, take some coupons. But we won't be going anywhere. Soon we'll have more men to protect us. A lot of folks want to break Sidor's monopoly. We're gonna stand our ground. We must.
Sidorovich, come in. Skiff is out. No shots fired. Got it. We're on it. Last chance, man. Either you're with us, or you die with these rats.
Fine. I'll help Sidorovich.
Good choice. Let's get to work, boys.